Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Edu Etal TV. Today we are going to be taking you on how to write your thesis. You may call it projects. Those that are undergraduates. Your dissertation for those running their master's program, and thesis for those that are writing and working on their PhD papers. Okay? Before we go ahead, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bells, like our videos, and share this video. We are going to be talking on how to write a project and how to defend it. Okay, briefly, our work is on project for BSc, for undergraduate, dissertation, and thesis. Now, if you are an undergraduate or you're writing your dissertation or your thesis and you're preparing to defend your work, that is what we want to discuss on today. Now, if you want to defend your work, many people start saying all sorts of things that are not meaningful to the work they are doing. They start telling all sorts of things, defining their work, explaining some unnecessary explanations that does not do any good to the work you're writing on. When you want to present a topic that you're working on, for instance, you have a topic like principles, record-keeping competence for effective administration of public secondary schools, maybe in Nigeria or in Yobe State, in Katsina State, in Lagos State, depending on where you want your study to cover. So what do? You start, as you introduce yourself, you first of all introduce yourself. For example, good morning professors, good morning doctors, observers, and my fellow students. My name is so and so. I am here to present a topic on, you call the name, you call your topic that you are working on. Then the next thing, you move ahead to the problem of the study. The problem of the study, that is the next thing you go to. Now, the problem of the study, when you go there, you tell them what the problem is. Now, you tell them what led you into studying this particular work that you are studying. Tell them the problem, what made you to go into this study. You tell them what you have observed and that led you to go into this study. Then after which, you go into your research questions. You tell them how many research questions you're using on the study. You tell them the hypothesis you're using on the study. If it is 6, you tell them 6 hypotheses, 6 if it is more hypothesis, tell them that 6 more hypotheses guided the study. If you have how many research questions, if it is 8, you tell them 8 research questions guided the study. After telling them about the study, you tell them where this study is being carried out. If it is in Yobe State, like I said, you tell them that this study was carried out on all, because since this topic is on maybe principals record keeping, you tell them that it is carried on all principals in public secondary schools in Yobe State, depending on the state that you're writing on. After that, you be going straight to the point. Don't start telling them stories that nobody have interest on. The next thing you do, you tell them the theories you use in this study. You tell them how many theories you use in your study, and you mention the theories that you used, and you tell them the relevance of the theories to the study. You understand? You tell them the relevance of the theories to the study. If it is two, you tell them two theories guided this study. You mention the name of the theories, for instance, record continuum theory, or any other theory that you can use on your study, depending on the topic that you're writing on. After that, you have told them the relevance of the theory to the study that you're studying. Now, after telling them the relevance of the theory to your study, you go straight to the methodology, your chapter 3. You go straight to your chapter 3, the methodology. You tell them if you are using correlational study, you tell them if you are using descriptive study, you tell them, it depends on the kind of study. If it is a relationship study, you use a correlational study. If it is descriptive, you adopt a descriptive research design, after which you tell them the population of the study, the population you're studying. If it is the whole Nigeria, you tell them. If it is in Yobe, we are using Yobe as an example. If it is all the principals in Yobe State, you tell them the population, the number. Go straight to the point. You tell them the number of principals that you're using. After that, you go to the sample. You tell them the sample method that you're using. Okay. The sample. If you are using for instance, if you are using all the principals in Yobe State, because the population will not be that much, you tell them maybe you'll be using a census sampling method. You tell them. If you are using any other method, you also tell them. Okay. After that, you tell them what you use to select the sample. Okay. After which you tell them your questionnaire, how you organize your questionnaire, whether through interview or whichever you use. If it is a self-structured questionnaire, you tell them that a self-structured questionnaire was used for the study. After that, you tell them the instrument, how it was, the validation of the instrument. You let them know the validation of the instrument, who validated it, whether. So, on validation of the instrument, you tell them how the instrument was validated, whether it is face-to-face validation or thereabouts, whichever method you use. And this validation, it depends on the department where you are studying your course. Different departments have different methods they use in their validation. For instance, if you're writing on in management or educational management, we normally say that the instrument was validated by the project supervisor and 2 other research experts in the department. You call your department. If it is educational management, if it is curriculum, it is guidance and counseling, depending on where you're working on. You call your department. And we are going to be stopping here today on the validation. What I advise you go through this video again and master the process on how to write your thesis or your project or your dissertation. You go through it and master how to write it. On our next video, we'll go ahead or we'll go further to discuss on the tests and every other method we use in analyzing our data. So I advise you, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, share this video, click on the notification button and like our videos. Thank you so much.